Alright, let's see. Camera ready. Drink. Good. Lights. Perfect. Alright. Script. Alright, ready to go. Artifacts or exhibits. All set up. Wait. Is my hand on the camera? Alright, it is. Alright, just let me give it some time to adjust. And good. Alright. Yeah, good enough. Good evening, dear viewer. I'm advised to tell you that the following video you are about to watch is heavily private, and that whoever is watching this is required to keep whatever information you have learned a secret. Therefore, you are advised not to tell your friends, family, loved ones, or anyone in between, especially the authorities, about what you're going to witness. Right. As well as that, my name will forever be classified during this recording as an effort to keep all private info that I may have a secret as well. Now, with that verbal waiver out of the way, let's begin with this research. My apologies if I start a bit. I have this scripted. Well, I'd usually prefer a Coke, but alright. But anyways, now you may have heard about the item known as the dream catcher, I'm sure. Those simple but elegant artifacts from Native American culture that symbolize good energy and protection from harm. For those that don't know, the dream catcher was used to help people sleep more soundly, with the web being used to capture good and bad dreams, and the little strings on the bottom being used to guide only good dreams to whoever is fortunate enough to be sleeping under it. Alright. And to be fair, alright, and just to let you know that this isn't mine. I pretty much got this as a gift from my nephew, but alright, I'm already breaching my own private info. Yeah. I won't be showing this too much anyways. But anyways, now though most of these dream catchers are known to do exactly that, there is at least one of these artifacts that is considered to be the polar opposite to the rest. Alright. So, made up of what I could only assume is cursed, twigs, string, and crow feathers. There's this unknown dream catcher, which I've been known to call the nightmare catcher, is known very little to most people, and for good reason too. Alright, so now the reason why I have managed to get this artifact is that this one person that I reluctantly knew from my youth had sent it to me. I cannot elaborate on any more about said person, as I haven't really, seen or heard from him since, sadly. And frankly, no one did. However, before his disappearance, he had also sent me this unknown book, which came with the Dreamcatcher, which is basically Exhibit B. Yeah, so I haven't read much, but apparently this strange book is actually an ancient diary, and one that had been left surprisingly in great condition. No kidding. I mean, about 1,000 years old, and yeah. Alright, now to give you a sense of tone, allow me to tell you a short story / rundown about this book's context. Alright. Long ago, according to this book at least, the writer of the book was once a very young girl who had been exiled from her village and had been called a witch after she had corrected a well-known astronomer. One night, as the girl was walking through the woods for a new home, she stopped by an old forgotten tree, which I assume was where the dreamcatcher was hanging. In sadness and despair, the young girl then slept in tears underneath the tree, as she could then hear whispers coming from wherever she turned. Once she opened her eyes, she found herself inside a dark cavern, covered in nose-wrenching moss and dark black ooze coming from the cracks of stone walls. As she walked deeper into the abyss, hoping to find a way out, she could feel a cascading chill down her spine, as her lungs then felt like they were suffocating. By the time she couldn't walk anymore and was nearly gasping her last breath, her worst nightmare, a silhouetted version of herself with glowing eyes of hatred, then lunged out of the shadows and attacked. The girl then woke up in a cold sweat. By then she thought that was the end of it. But as she ventured deeper out into the woods, she could see a glowing orange light shining through the cold darkness. Walking forward to find out what it was, she was in utter shock to see her own village, which exiled her in the first place, burning to the ground, with the same creature from her dream shown tormenting the remaining villagers the same way that they tormented the girl. Out of pure fear, the girl then disappeared back into the woods, never to be heard of again. Alright, so according to this diary, not only does this cursed dreamcatcher capture the nightmares of those unfortunate enough to be sleeping under it, but also gives said nightmares a unholy life of their own. Alright, therefore making it abundantly clear that this artifact is extremely dangerous and something not to be taken lightly. Further tests of this artifact confirm that this specific dreamcatcher can't be destroyed by any humane ways, especially when it comes to more permanent solutions. Now, whether or not this artifact was built for revenge, envy, or anything of the sort, as well as who made it to even begin with, is at this point highly unknown. What matters though is that when the I've already been through this.
So that's where it was. We've all been searching for this all